My girlfriend tweeted, "Some boys can't handle a girl with guy friends," after her third innocent sleepover. I retweeted, "Some girls can't handle being single," with photos of her stuff outside. She suddenly understood the difference between boys and men. I, 26 male. Guess I should have seen this coming when my girlfriend Cassidy, 24, started treating our relationship like it had terms and conditions she could update whenever she felt like it. We'd been together for almost 3 years, living together for the last 8 months in my condo. Everything was solid until about 2 months ago when she reconnected with some old college friends at a reunion. Suddenly she had this whole squad of guy friends who were just like brothers to her. Look, I'm not insecure. I have female friends. She has male friends. That's life. But there's a difference between having friends and whatever this was turning into. It started with group hangouts that I was invited to. Cool, met the guys, seemed normal enough. Then it became solo coffee dates, then drinks after work. Then, oh, I missed the last train, gonna crash at Nolan's place. Don't wait up. First time it happened, I was concerned but trusted her. Second time, we had a conversation. She hit me with the whole, "You're being controlling" speech and posted that passive-aggressive tweet that night. When your BF thinks every guy wants you, sorry I have friends? Her followers ate it up. Replies flooded in about toxic masculinity and insecure boyfriends. I didn't engage, just watched. Third, innocent sleepover was last Tuesday. She didn't even text me until noon the next day. Just a casual, phone died, crashed at Xander's after game night, ran late, heading to work now. That's when I knew. Not suspected. Knew. See, Xander had posted Instagram stories all night. The last one at 10:47 p.m. showed everyone leaving. Everyone except Cassidy, whose purse was still visible on his couch. No game night running late. Just her staying after everyone else left. I didn't confront her. Didn't blow up her phone. Instead, I did something better. When she posted her tweet Wednesday evening, "Some boys can't handle a girl with guy friends. #grow up, not your property." I was ready. Thursday morning, while she was at work, I carefully packed all her belongings, every single item, folded her clothes properly, bubble wrapped her decorative stuff, even included the plant she'd been trying not to kill. Arranged everything neatly by the building entrance with a note, "Your things, your choice, not your property anymore." Took a crisp photo of the setup, professional quality, great lighting from the lobby windows. Then I retweeted her post, "Some girls can't handle being single," with the photo attached. The internet works fast. By the time she saw it, the retweet had more engagement than her original post. Her friends were tagging her. My friends were cackling. The comments were educational. My phone started blowing up around 2 p.m. I didn't answer. She wanted to play the social media game. We could play. Her T-fob to the building was already deactivated. Security had her photo at the desk as a no longer authorized visitor. The locks were being changed that afternoon. Emergency locksmith fee worth every penny. By 4 p.m., she'd gone from angry texts to voice messages to having her friends blow up my phone. Apparently, arriving to find your stuff outside your ex's building is humiliating and cruel. But posting about your boyfriend's supposed insecurities while you're sleeping at other men's apartments? That's just having friends, right? Currently sitting here with a beer, watching her subtweeting spiral. Latest one, "When showing your true colors backfires." Yeah, it sure does, Cass. It sure does. We'll update when she inevitably escalates this. Update 1. Hoo boy. The entitlement came out to play and brought friends. So after the great retweet incident, Cassidy went into damage control mode. First, she tried to spin it on social media. Posted this long thread about how I kicked her out with no warning and how she was homeless because of a controlling ex. Plot twist, her mom commented, in public, "Honey, you can always come home. Your room is ready, like I told you yesterday." Cassidy deleted the whole thread. Friday morning, she showed up at my building with reinforcements. Nolan, Xander, and some other dude I didn't recognize. Security called me, and I watched them on the lobby cameras. She was doing this whole performance, tears and everything, telling anyone who'd listen about her abusive ex who locked her out. Security guard Derek, absolute legend, just kept repeating, "Ma'am, you're not a resident. Your belongings were returned to you. Please collect them and leave." That's when Nolan tried to big man the situation. Chest puffed out, stepped to Derek talking about, "We just need 5 minutes to talk to him. Be reasonable." Derek, 6'4", former military, didn't even blink. "Sir, please step back. You're not authorized to be here." They tried to wait me out. Legit sat in the lobby for 2 hours. I ordered pizza, had it delivered to the security desk for Derek and his colleague. They ate it right in front of Cassidy's crew. Italian chef fingered. Around hour 3, building management arrived. Apparently Cassidy had called them claiming illegal eviction. The property manager, Mrs. Winters, had to explain 3 times that she was never on the lease, making her a guest whose invitation had been revoked. "But I lived here," Cassidy kept saying. "Living somewhere as a guest doesn't make you a tenant without a lease agreement," Mrs. Winters explained, patience wearing thin. "Your ex-boyfriend is within his rights. Please collect your belongings before they're considered abandoned property." That's when the real entitlement jumped out. Cassidy pulled out her phone and started recording, announcing she was documenting this discrimination and coordinated harassment. Xander tried to push past Derek to get to the elevator. Derek didn't touch him, just stepped in front. Xander stumbled back dramatically, yelling, "He pushed me! Assault!" Unfortunately for him, lobby cameras caught everything, including him clearly walking into Derek on purpose. Police were called. Not by me, by Mrs. Winters. 2 officers showed up, reviewed the footage, and gave Xander a warning about filing false reports. Then they supervised while Cassidy and crew loaded her stuff into Nolan's SUV. But she wasn't done. Oh no. Started getting DMs from random accounts about what a piece of garbage I am. Neat thing about having tech-savvy friends, they traced the accounts. All created the same day, all following the same pattern of followers, each other and Cassidy, all using the same typing style. Screenshot everything, sent it to my lawyer friend Reggie. He said to document but not engage. Then came the Venmo requests, $1,847. For emotional damage, $400, half of last month's utilities. $200, gas money for all the times I drove. $75, for the food in the fridge. Girl really Venmo requested me for food she left in my fridge, declined them all. Added a note to the last one, food was disposed of, you abandoned it. Saturday afternoon, she tried a new approach. Posted a TikTok, crying, talking about starting over after financial abuse, how her ex controls everything and won't even let her get her stuff. Comments flooded with sympathy and Cash App donations. My sister saw it first. Sent it to me with just... I didn't respond publicly, but I did send a cease and desist letter template to Cassidy's email. Subject line, regarding false statements. The TikTok disappeared within an hour. Sunday was quiet. Too quiet. That should have been my warning. Monday morning I woke up to 83 notifications. Why? Because someone had tagged me in a post on a local community Facebook group. Warning, this man kicked out his girlfriend with no notice and left her homeless. He changes locks without warning and uses building security to intimidate women. Share this so no other woman falls victim to his abuse. My full name, of my building name, with my photo attached. The post was from an account named Concerned Community Member. Profile created Sunday night. Only member of one group. No profile picture. But Cassidy's mom was one of the first to like it. Not the brightest move there, Cass. Time to stop playing defense. Update 2. So I decided to handle the Facebook situation strategically. Instead of reporting the post immediately, I let it marinate for a day. Let Cassidy and her flying monkeys think they'd won. The post got around 45 shares, mostly from brand new accounts or people who didn't even live in our city. Then I responded with receipts. Created my own post in the same group regarding recent false allegations. Attached screenshots of her tweets about guy friends and sleepovers. The timeline showing she was at Xander's alone after everyone left. The retweet exchange. Her deleted thread claiming homelessness while her mom offered her room. The Venmo requests, including the one for abandoned fridge food. Security footage stills of Xander's fake assault claim, faces blurred, but the fake stumble was crystal clear. Ended with, I ended a relationship after boundaries were repeatedly crossed. I returned her belongings promptly and safely. I followed all legal procedures. What I didn't do was leave anyone homeless. She chose to sleep at other men's apartments, repeatedly, while we were together. That's why we're not together anymore. The comment section was popcorn-worthy. Cassidy tried damage control from her real account, claiming the screenshots were out of context. Someone asked what context makes sleeping at another man's apartment after a party ends acceptable. She had no answer. Her post got deleted by group admins for violating harassment rules. Mine stayed up. But she wasn't done playing victim. Wednesday, I got a call from my employer's HR. Someone had sent an anonymous email claiming I was using company time and resources to harass an ex-partner online. Here's the thing about working in IT security. We're real particular about documentation. I had timestamps showing everything was done outside work hours, from personal devices on my own network. HR closed the complaint in under an hour. That afternoon, Cassidy made her biggest mistake yet. She showed up at my gym. Not to work out. She doesn't have a membership. She waited in the parking lot and confronted me as I walked to my car. "We need to talk," she announced, blocking my path. "No, we don't," I said, pulling out my phone to record. "Stop being such a baby. You humiliated me online. You humiliated yourself. I just provided evidence." That's when Nolan appeared from behind a truck. Because of course he did. Dude stepped up like this was some movie confrontation. "You need to delete those posts and apologize," he said, trying to sound threatening. "Or what?" I asked, still recording. "Or we'll make sure everyone knows what kind of man you really are." I laughed. Actually laughed. Everyone already knows what kind of man I am. The kind who doesn't tolerate his girlfriend having sleepovers with other men. Cassidy's face went red. Those were innocent. Nothing happened. Then why did Xander delete all his Instagram stories from that night? I asked. The silence was beautiful. Even Nolan looked at her sideways. See, I'd screenshotted those stories, but Xander panicked and deleted them after my retweet went viral. Made him look guilty as hell. I didn't even have to do anything. "You're such an insecure little boy," Cassidy spat. "And you're single," I replied, walking around them to my car. "Funny how that worked out." Nolan grabbed my shoulder. I stopped, looked at his hand, then at him. "Assault on camera? Really? Didn't Xander's fake attempt teach you anything?" He let go immediately. As I drove away, I saw Cassidy in my rear view, having a complete meltdown in the parking lot. Nolan looking uncomfortable as hell. Got home to find an email from a lawyer. Not a good lawyer, mind you. The kind that uses Gmail and has spelling errors in their cease and desist letter, demanding I remove all posts and pay $10,000 in damages for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Forwarded it to Reggie. He laughed so hard he called me instead of emailing back. Turns out the lawyer wasn't even barred in our state. Some paralegal Cassidy knew from Instagram. Thursday was Thanksgiving, quiet day with family. Until my cousin showed me Cassidy's Instagram story. She was at Nolan's family dinner. Caption, "Thankful for people who actually care about me." His girlfriend was in the same photo, sitting right next to them. Oh no, Cass, what are you doing? Friday morning, Nolan's girlfriend Layla slid into my DMs. "Hey, can we talk?" The house of cards was about to collapse, and Cassidy had built it herself. Final update. So Layla and I had coffee Saturday morning. She came prepared with screenshots that made mine look tame. Turns out, Cassidy had been texting Nolan for months. Not just friendly texts. The kind that included gems like, "She doesn't get you like I do. Remember when we almost kissed at Jake's party? I miss what we had freshman year." Plot twist. Cassidy and Nolan dated briefly in college. She conveniently forgot to mention that when introducing her just like a brother friend group. Layla had been suspicious but kept getting gaslit. Nolan would show her select messages where Cassidy talked about me, making it seem like she was just venting about relationship problems to a friend. He'd delete the flirty ones. But Thanksgiving was the final straw. Cassidy showing up to their family dinner? After everything? Layla went through his phone that night and found everything, including texts from the night Cassidy slept over. "Thanks for tonight. Felt like old times. He doesn't deserve you. Maybe I chose wrong back then." Nolan, don't say things you don't mean. Who says I don't? Layla dumped him that night, in front of his whole family, with Cassidy still there. According to her, Cassidy tried to comfort Nolan and his mom told her to leave. His mom said something like, "I think you've done enough damage to this family." By Monday, the whole friend group knew. Xander distanced himself real quick, started telling people he had no idea about Cassidy and Nolan's history. The other guys in their squad picked sides or disappeared entirely. Tuesday, Cassidy went nuclear on social media, posted a long rant about fake friends and jealous girlfriends and how some women can't handle other women being close to their man. Layla responded by posting the screenshots. All of them. With the caption, "Some women can't handle being faithful to their own man. But sure, I'm the problem." It went viral in our city's Twitter. Someone even made a TikTok breaking down the timeline with dramatic music. Cassidy's victim of controlling boyfriend narrative fell apart completely. But the real karma came Thursday. Remember that job she had? Social media manager for a local boutique? Well, turns out they weren't thrilled about their employee becoming a viral cautionary tale about relationship drama, especially when she'd been posting from their account during work hours. Some of those subtweeting sessions were time-stamped during business hours. She got let go to pursue other opportunities. Friday afternoon, she sent me one last text. "I hope you're happy. You ruined my life." I responded, "No, I ended our relationship. You ruined your life trying to make me the villain. Good luck with Nolan." Oh wait. She tried calling 16 times. I blocked her. It's been a month now. Life's peaceful. I redecorated the apartment, getting rid of any traces of her presence. Derek, the security guard, and I are basically bros now. He still laughs about the pizza incident. Cassidy's still posting inspirational quotes about rising from the ashes and learning who your real friends are. Last I heard, she moved back in with her parents and is working part-time at a call center. Nolan's been trying to win Layla back with grand gestures. She posts his attempts on her story with laughing emojis. She's dating someone new now, a woman, which made his head explode apparently. The Facebook group post about me? Admin pinned my response as an example of why we verify claims before sharing. I'm somewhat of a local legend now. And those innocent sleepovers? Yeah, Xander finally admitted to his friends that Cassidy had been flirting hard those nights. He'd been uncomfortable, but didn't know how to handle it without drama. Guess he learned that staying quiet causes more drama than shutting things down. Me? I'm good. Learned a lot about boundaries, red flags, and the importance of trusting your gut. Also learned that sometimes the best revenge isn't some elaborate plan. It's just refusing to be anyone's backup plan and letting them deal with the consequences of their choices. Some girls really can't handle being single. But that's not my problem anymore. The difference between boys and men? Boys play games, make excuses, and expect no consequences. Men recognize games, set boundaries, and enforce them. I know which one I am, and now, so does she.